Good afternoon, Franklin Academy. We're going to show you exactly what goes on throughout the new show and how we produce it and what we go through. We figured we don't usually do this much, so let's get to it.
So today we did the pitches. We all sit around in a big circle and we talk about all the ideas we come up with the day before. We would nominate them, write them all on the board, and then we'll narrow them down piece by piece. Once we figure out the main 6 segments we want to do, we'll all sign up for the segment that we like the most. And we're like, oh, we have some ideas we can come up with. Let's try to make it happen. We can film it next week. We can film it tomorrow. Anything we might come up with, we'll write it down on the board and we'll get that going.
I'm doing the storyboard phase of Behind the News Show. This is day 1, and what we've done is we've got our groups together and they're discussing how they want to do their segment.
I reject it.
Today we're going to take you through filming the segment. First, you're going to get a tripod, camera, mic, SD card, and a battery. Then we're going to go out. Since you've already sent out emails, you're just going to go out and start filming. I'm going to show you what that looks like from behind the camera.
This camera is so loose.
Whenever you're ready.
Are you filming this too?
Yeah. I'm filming the filming.
You can do is I like that, and then take shots of me.
The groups have all their footage ready. They're gonna start editing it all together today.
What are we doing here?
We are editing a segment for the new show.
Unconscious.
You do not bring this average to
See you added some filters.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
When we edit, we usually use either Premiere or After Effects, depending on the nature of the segment. So if it's something more complex, like an animation, we usually use After Effects. When we're just trying to put all our footage together, we use Premiere. In some segments, we actually use both.
So this is my part of the vlog. I'm going to be showing you anchors. We're going to be setting up in a few minutes, so I'm just going to bring you to it real quick.
This makes you hear all of your hand movements, which is done. You hold it with your fingertips.
Hello, Franklin Academy. I'm Jonathan Wirtz.
And I'm Caitlin Kruger, and we're here to give you...
All the anchoring went well. It's back to editing. Signing off.
Hello, everyone. We were able to get all the filming and editing done, so now we're going to export all the segments. So when we do this, we have each group export each of their segments from their computer onto the main media hard drive. When they do that, we then take them from the hard drive and put them onto our main media computer and put the anchors and the segments all together to complete our news show. Once we have that completed, we then take the entire news show and export it onto the desktop, which then gets down to the auditorium for everyone to see.
Today's an important day, and we're over here having a hopping good time.
However, the leap years are sometimes overlooked. Just like the morning announcements, Mark Davis shows us some insight on some victims who at first never had those important messages in the morning.
Thanks guys. Contrary to popular belief, morning announcements are very important for the development of our virtues. Here we will show you a few examples of how morning announcements have changed the attitudes and behaviors of people in FA. First, let's get an inside look at what the school was like before morning announcements. There was no respect.
Freshman.
There was no patience.
That's exactly what I wanted to see. Mr. Cole, can I see your backpack? You do not bring this average of garbage into my classroom. Now get out!
There was no mercy.
What do you mean you didn't bring your iPad?
I was doing my homework and lost it.
Get out. Get out. I did not stutter.
No ownership.
Miss Lee.
What?
The microwave's on fire.
And?
How we gonna put it out?
I'm not your mom here.
But
I said thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
But now,
before morning announcements, I really struggled with anger and self-control. But now, I get an inspiring message every morning.
Before morning announcements? I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't take responsibility. I also didn't like or respect freshmen. I still don't.
Hey, before the morning announcements, I was never following the rules, and I was being very irresponsible. But now with the morning announcement, I'm a better person than ever, and guess what? I'm even learning to love the outcomes. More or less.
Before the morning announcements, I was very ungratefully harsh. I had no sympathy. But now, so much more understanding, and I have so much more sympathy than I ever had. Morning announcements, thank you.
Here you have seen the benefits of the morning announcements. So remember, be respectful and listen to the people who put a lot of time and effort into helping you get a great start in life. With this week's message, I'm Mark Davis.
Thanks, Mark. Hey, Zach.
Yeah?
You know that much about the leap years?
Not really. Not that much.
Not really? Well, I think I have the solution for you. Let's hop it over to Maggie Fry and her crew as they roam the halls of FA in this week's edition of The Common.
Oh hey, I'm Maggie Fry, and I'm dressed as a frog. Wonder why? Because it's leap year this year. So you know what that means. I'm gonna go around, ask everyone at our school some weird questions about leap day.
How many days are in a leap year?
366.
Good job.
365?
No.
364? 5, 6?
360.
It's actually 361. No, it's really not. Hannah, it's 366.
366? 366.
Oh.
It's finally 366.
Shut up. No, not today.
Hello! Who invented the leap year?
St. Patrick.
You. All incorrect answers.
I don't know. Donald Trump?
I don't know.
All right.
Justin Bieber.
The calendar creator?
I don't know. Thomas Jefferson?
Me.
Josh Wardren.
Josh.
Josh Vorngren. Josh Vorngren.
How often is the leap year?
4.
When is the next leap year?
Tomorrow.
Who invented the leap year?
You.
Wow, looks like our students are dumb yet again. But that's okay. I'm Maggie Fry, and I'll see you guys next time.
Wow. Not that many people know about the leap day.
True that. So let's head it over to Alex Solano, who's going to give us a little bit of history about this important year.
This year is a very special year because it is a leap year. Many of you probably know the rule that every 4 years a leap year comes along and February gets an extra day. And if you don't, well, someone should have attended the 2nd grade. The leap year tradition took effect in 45 BC when Julius Caesar realized just how jacked up the Roman calendar was. The calendar only had 355 days in it, which made it 10 days shorter than a normal year and greatly messed up the seasonal calendar. To fix this problem, they decided to just throw in a random month every so often. This didn't help much and actually just messed up their calendar more, so the top astronomers decided to just keep the extra month and add an extra day every 4 years to make up for the discrepancy between the lunar and solar calendars. After perfecting this and making the Julian calendar, they were all set and everything was alright, except for the fact that this new calendar was still wrong and technically added a day that was exactly 11 minutes and 14 seconds. The rule for determining a leap year has a strange addition to it that many people don't really know. So basically, every 4 years there's a leap year unless this year just so happens to also be perfectly divisible by 100, in which it is no longer considered a leap year unless it is also perfectly divisible by 400, in which the previous rules nullified in that year is once again considered a leap year. Have a happy leap day, everyone.
So, you prepared for college?
Nah, man. I just can't do all those tours. It's such a drag.
I know. Well, for all those who are not so lazy, you need to be prepared for the exams, specifically the ACT and SAT.
I really do understand that talking about exams are super boring, and the ACT and SAT is not something everyone wants to talk about, but they are important and vital to your success in getting accepted to colleges. And colleges usually will require just one of these tests, but having both isn't such a bad idea. The SAT is the one that is not provided by the school. And with that being said, the first of the new SAT tests are being issued March 5th. Colleges will still take the older versions of the SAT, so no worries to those who have already taken early. In general, registration deadlines are a month before the test date. These tests will cost money, so be prepared for the fees that come with adding on the essay to the exam and late fees. With the new SAT scoring, it breaks it down into more categories, allowing you to know what you need to improve for the next time you take it. Instead of the 2400 system, they reduced it to a 1600 system, plus guessing is no longer penalized. To continue helping your score, colleges will superscore it. ACT is freely provided by the school, and you need to take this seriously unless you want to pay to take it again. March 1st is the testing day, which is tomorrow, and you don't want to miss it unless you want to come back during track out to take it. Here's what's going to happen. The English department hallway is off limits to everyone but the juniors taking the ACT. So all students who have lockers there will need to get their morning classwork and leave. Everyone with English classes during 1st to 4th period will have a new classroom to go to. If you have to go to your locker for whatever reason, you need to be as quiet as possible. Unlike the SAT, the ACT focuses on a 26-score system, and the average scores will fall around 20 to 21. If extra help is needed, College Board and Khan Academy have programs to help you. Here's a vocab word to help you get started in your studying.
Man, after watching that, I think I'm ready.
Yeah, at least us juniors don't have to take it so soon. When was it again?
March 1st, I think?
Well, I hope no one gets sick during the test. Here's McKinley on some ways to keep you from getting sick.
Hey FA, this is the McKinley Piper. A lot of people have been getting sick this time of year, so I thought it would be a good idea to give all of you guys healthy tips on how to avoid germs. Hey, Dylan, did you remember to wash your hands?
I forgot.
Go wash your hands, there's germs everywhere.
Can I have some water, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Are you kidding me, you guys? This is how you spread germs. Shame on you. Levi, don't sneeze. Don't you know to cover your sneeze juice before you put all your germs on your friends? So dumb.
Chapter 1 of the Chronicles of Fetty Wap. Once upon a time, there was a one-eyed little boy.
Did you guys remember to put hand sanitizer on your hands? Come on. There's germs everywhere, and you just gotta make sure to put lots of hand sanitizer on your hands. This is the McKinley Piper reminding you guys to be safe and stay clean. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Well, that's all for today, FA.
Tune in next week for the next episode of The News Show. For Zach Abdikareem, I'm Sam Blevins, reminding you 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left. Have a nice weekend.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you.
Bright, big lights are shining on us.